Oshi has got to be one of the strangest but relatable anime out there. And you know, I could be that guy that spoils big moments, but I'm not going to. It's the ideas that make this fiction a little bit more real. It's pretty easy to notice that the show's about idols, so it's got to be one of those feel-good anime, right? Well, not really. There are things that make up life that are hard to accept. But the show reminds us that we have to. There's being lied to, mental breakdowns, and you name it. This is a story that isn't afraid to show us the good and the bad in people, especially the lengths people go through to get what they want, even if it comes to hiding the truth. And you might be thinking, well, what do you mean by hiding the truth? So let me explain. Right off the bat, the main idol Ai kind of says one of the weirdest things, and it's that she sees lying as a form of love. But that's not really something people say. But when I think about the phrase ignorance is bliss, it kind of makes sense. Whatever she's hiding, she gets to live her perfect idol life. And her fans stay content from whatever she allows them to see. It's like the intent behind a lie is to protect someone from learning the truth. There's lying to your parents, on college applications, or telling yourself just one more episode. To some degree, we've all done this before. I think depending on the situation, you can think of it as helping yourself or other people too. And the story's interpretation of this idea is a lot more intense than just help. There's moments in the show where characters lie, but whatever lie takes place kind of makes sense for someone to actually do. Sometimes in life, lying doesn't catch up to anyone, and other times it does. And if the show holds true to that, is something that we'll have to see. There's a ton of interesting characters in the show, but I noticed 3 that really made an effort to make something out of themselves. There's Ruby and her optimism, where even if she might fail, she's gonna believe in herself anyways. And then there's Kana, who I found a lot more down to earth. She's a bit of a realist, but she's her own biggest critic. And lastly, there's Akane, a character that no one can deny her work ethic. Chasing dreams isn't easy, and I feel like they represent phases of that. There's the ups, the downs, and all the feelings in between. And I think these feelings broken into characters instead of one makes it a little bit more interesting. Because if you see a bit of yourself in all 3, then it's kinda hard to not root for all of them. And if there's anything that I learned in anime, it's that there's usually somebody that's left with the short end of the stick. But a lot of times in life, that's also real. These characters play the hand they're dealt. They have their insecurities, but they don't shy away from them. They do what they want to do anyways. And that's a trait I think most people want. So even though this anime is a lot of fiction, I still think the same is true with it having a lot of life. One of the darker aspects of the show is that it plays out how it can be between an entertainer and their audience. And it's made me think about my own life as both a creator and a fan. For anyone that's an internet persona, it can be fun. You can be as creative as you want, and if you make a career out of it, then it sounds pretty cool. Now, I wouldn't say I have the biggest social media presence, but some of the things Oshi talks about still makes me uncomfortable. I never really know who's watching what I say, and I've gotta accept that not everyone is gonna like what I do. One of the questions I now gotta ask myself is how would I ever handle getting canceled? As a content creator, these are situations that the show reminds me of, but the anime also mirrors what the audience is like too. As a fan, sometimes I'll wonder if the image I have of someone is only as far as the camera goes, or why exactly do I want to interact with them so much? And honestly, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think it's even impossible to not get invested to some degree, but I gotta remember that I don't really know them like that. There's even the extreme sides of the audience that's brought up. And the show doesn't always focus on the behavior or find a solution either. The story moves on just the way it is. And that's kind of what it's like today. Oshi is one of those projects that's socially aware of the present day. Even though the focus is show business, I think it has lessons that can be applied to just humans in general. And I think it does a damn good job of representing that. I'm excited for how this show goes, and if you're on the fence, I say give it a shot. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me today, and I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.